guys. All right, let's open up some packages with me. I just got a ton of Amazon things. Also, this morning I went to brunch and I wore the cutest outfit and I didn't even take a picture of it. So I have to recreate it, which I'm going to because I really liked it. And again, surprised myself because I'm like, oh, this has been sitting in my closet forever. And part of the outfit was this hat. But this hat, like, I've got to, like, I don't know why, but it's not like, the bill is not training. I used to have like a scrunchie around it. Apparently they sell like a hat bill trainer on Amazon. It's like this device that slides over it and you can set like your, because I don't like this. And as I was wearing it, it started to expand out. And I was like, okay, I don't like it. I like my hats to be like this. Anyways, this is my Ralph Lauren polo hat. And it actually has navy. And I wore a navy tank top and jeans. I'll throw up a picture of like the inspiration I have on Pinterest for it. And the only thing I did different was I wore sandals, the color of my purse, that camel color. And in the photo, I think it was like New Balances. So anyways, that was really fun. And I'll recreate that outfit at some point. What time is it? And here's my purse. So I wore this little bucket Ralph Lauren that I thrifted. And then my sandals matched it. And they were from probably like Shein eons ago. So yeah. Anyways, okay, let's go through my Amazon orders. Also, I feel like as I'm doing this intro, I know for sure it'll like probably be in my vlog, but I don't know if it's gonna be like a members only intro. So I'm like trying to figure out like, because part of what's in this haul is from the video that I want to do with my members, and that is Micah and I decided we love like gaming. I've loved gaming since I was a little girl. Like, you found me in the late 80s, early 90s playing the Nintendo, moved on to the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. Like, those were all of the consoles that I used to play with. And then when PlayStation came out, we had the PlayStation. And of course, most of you, I think, know that Micah is also very heavily into gaming, which I finally got my hands on the Nintendo Switch 2 for her. I was so excited. It's been sold out and nobody knew that the Nintendo Switch 2 was like gonna like do this. But to their word, Nintendo promised that restocks would happen quickly. If it was to sell out. So, but every time it restocked, gamers are very in love with their craft. They're very obsessed with it. And so there's no way I was going to be able to like fight a gamer for a console and know when it was going to drop. Like, I think I got lucky, to be honest. And I got my hands on one from Best Buy for Micah. And the good news is that I'm going to take her current Nintendo Switch because I've always wanted a Nintendo Switch. I don't love it as much as she does. So I'm very happy like getting her the brand new one. She never asks for anything. And my love language is gift giving. So I am over the moon that I finally got my hands on it. And so I can't wait for that to show up. So anyways, point is, Micah and I love gaming. And there's different ways you can game too, by the way. There's just so many different, like, you can game on a console, like a PlayStation, an Xbox, a Nintendo Switch. But then you can also game on apps through your smartphone, Android, iPhone, iPads, tablets. You can game on apps and you might be a gamer that way. I love that. I love app games. I'm obsessed. I've been sponsored by some of the best app games too, by the way, which I'm so humbled by. And I also love PC gaming, which there's different avenues to that. There's like hardcore PC gaming, and those gamers have to buy very expensive equipment. and very expensive PCs that are able to hold a significant amount of memory and data to run these huge games, like Sims, if you will. But the games I like run with very little, not as much memory. So when I show you guys my games like in hauls for Christmas, and you know what I mean if you've watched me, those, like if you have a PC, like those are, you know, pretty minimal, and your computer should in theory be able to handle it. Depends on how much memory you're already using. But anyways, side note, these PC games, every single one that I own, they're not meant for Mac. They're meant for Windows, the operating system. And so anyways, I bought Micah like this. So we have Macs, and Macs don't have CD-ROMs. And so I was like, oh, let me buy a little external hard drive for a CD-ROM. And then she goes and finds out, no, these games don't work with Mac. And I'm like, oh my God, why didn't I know that? So that's another way to play games, is through a PC. And those games Micah and I miss playing because we've been running all of our stuff off of Mac. Well, I do have a Windows operating computer. As a matter of fact, I was gonna buy a laptop that just operates on Windows. Hopefully I'm not losing you here, but there's a point to this story. So I was like, oh, let me set up a cute, cozy mobile corner in the house. Meaning Mike and I, if we want a game, which would be separately, right? Because it's like one computer system. But if she wanted to game, we decided that the area would be the formal dining room. And the dining room has that console table there, and that is where we will put the computer system back up. We'll put the monitors, we'll put the games, we'll put everything back in there. And when we want to play, we just take it all out and set up our little area, and it'll be a cute, cozy area. So we watch a lot of like videos on TikTok of people's gaming areas and how cute they are and what they do. And of course, we're not going to have all of that because it's going to be mobile, as I explained. So we would have to put everything away. But anyways, I did some damage on Amazon for this little mobile situation. Anyways, it dawned on me. I'm like, wait, I don't need to get a laptop. I do have a PC computer that's just sitting in my craft room closet that I can pull out, you know, like it's good enough to hold memory to run these games. So, but let me show you all the accessories that I got. That was a very long intro, but let's get into it. I can tell what this is. So these are going to be some of my new mailers for my Etsy shop. And I want to do like a black theme. And so I got the stripes, but I'm also getting one that's like white, a white background with black stars. I want to be like on brand with my stars. So that. Okay, the first thing that I got is actually for my Etsy shop. I got these do not bend stickers. I have some stickers that say fragile, but I'm like, it's not really fragile. It's just, please don't bend it. So I realized I got the other desk pad that was the same length as the smaller one. So if you're a member and you didn't see my office setup video, go watch that because we changed the whole office around together. And if you're not a member, you can definitely sign up to become part of the membership. There's 2 different tiers. One is $5.99 a month. The other one is $9.99 a month. And the first tier gets 1 video every week. The second tier gets 2 videos every week. And you get to request your videos. You get all the stuff that you just normally wouldn't see. So all the junk journaling, all the specialty hauls, like somebody asked for a Burlington's haul and things like that. So somebody's asked for book reviews, like all of the older style videos that you just don't see from me anymore. That happens in the CraftyGirl membership program. Anyways, we redid my office and I got another of the smaller size because I have a big size right here you don't see, have a small size that way, and I'm going to do this one over here, which this desk needs it because it's going to protect my desk from getting more scratch. So I was actually very excited for this. So I'm gonna set that up in a second. Let me grab a couple more packages. I also have, I have my Halloween drop for Etsy. Actually, I'm gonna have several different things you can buy, and I'm curating a cheaper kit for you guys too. So there's still gonna be one of my kits which has a theme that I'm beyond freaking excited for. That one's gonna be priced pretty close to what you've seen my kits cost, but then I want to give anyone the opportunity to get like a smaller kit from me at a cheaper cost. I think this kit is going to cost me $19.95. I think that's what I'm going to list it for. So it's going to be a lot cheaper, and I can't wait for that. I got Micah a new jelly cat, and this is a snake, but she loves Harry Potter. So when I went to Target with her and my mom the other day, she actually got a Lego set from Harry Potter, and she like her very first Lego set. And anyways, we were talking about Harry Potter, and of course she's Slytherin, that's her house. And I'm like, how come I've never gotten her a snake for Slytherin for her? So this is Stevie the snake, but it is a jelly cat, so I'm not going to open it just yet, but okay. I did get a new makeup bag. So if you saw, I got these really cute teddy bear makeup bags, and then I saw this other influencer on TikTok, and she was just like, and then I saw this one, I was like, oh my gosh, if I would have known that was around, I would have gotten this instead, but that's fine, because I will just use the other teddy bears and use it as things for my craft room. But these teddy bears, I want to use as like my official, like, you know, when I travel, all of that stuff. But look at how cute they are. They're just a little bear with black hearts and a black bow. Whereas the other one that I got actually has some bunnies on it too. So I just like this so much more. So this one's probably gonna hold like my jewelry and things, I think, or like extra bath stuff. But I also, I got these little acrylic stars. How cute are they? Those took forever to get to me. Oh, here's the makeup bag. So this makeup bag is really cool because it's like a, like, you know, although it doesn't look as big as I thought it would be. I don't think my makeup is all gonna fit in here. I'm gonna have to make it work, because this is supposed to be my new makeup bag. So, and I love that it's kind of like a corduroy thing to it. All right, and we have our very first piece in the gaming cozy setup. So Micah's gonna have her own setup, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about here in a second, and I'm gonna have my own setup as well. So like, let's say one night she's not really messing around with the PC, and I'm gonna take everything out of the console, and I'm gonna set everything up. So we need a big desk pad, because that table in the dining room actually has like splinters in the wood. It's unfinished, and I like it that way, but it's not functional at all. So like when we have family over, like we did like a game night and everyone had to like move around the table. We used that table because it was just bigger. I had to put a cloth over the entire thing so that people wouldn't like hurt themselves on it. But so I got this huge desk pad, and look at the aesthetics of it. I think I like it. I could like do something different, like we'll see. I need to set the whole thing up, but I was trying to kind of get out of my comfort zone. I was like, make it cute, like, because I was gonna just do a solid color, and I'm like, no, make it cute, make it interesting. And so I got this one. But yeah, she is long, actually. Because no, she's not too long, actually. I'm not making any sense because it's hard to like explain things that's happening inside my head, I guess. And I will show you Micah's setup because Micah's setup hasn't gotten here yet. And actually, she still has to pick out her keyboard for it, but... Oh, I got another one of the sweaters. So if you didn't watch my Amazon haul on CraftyGirl, definitely go watch it. I'll try to link it down below for you. But I got this sweater in green and I loved it. The quality was insane. And I was like, I have to get it in navy. I've mentioned a couple times here and there that I want to recreate this like all navy outfit. And so this is the sweater that I got to create it. And it's just, and they come in so many colors. So, yeah. Whoa, no, it's a medium. Did I know I did that? Oh man, I'm gonna have to return that and I think get a large. I did get a medium. Let me look at the green real quick. I did get a large in the green. All right, I already created my return for this and I just need to get it in a large. Okay, so there's that. Y'all, you're not gonna believe this story. You are, you're gonna believe it. What am I saying? I'm the only one that doesn't believe it. So this is my third tennis bracelet. And the first one lasted forever and a day. Never had any issues with it. And I forget why I ordered a second one. This is my favorite tennis bracelet of all time. It's this brand on Amazon. This is the jewelry brand you need to know about. You can go visit their store. They're super cheap and they just have some of the best stuff. I forget why I got a second one, but years later, I get a second one and I leave it in the rental car in San Francisco. Then I ordered a tennis bracelet that had the star charm on it, if you remember that. Guess what happened to that the other day? It fell down a sink, in a hole in the sink. And I'm like, I can't retrieve that. So I have to reorder that one again. But I finally got this one. And as like, for me especially, my style is very like sporty. I wouldn't say my style is overly feminine. I'm more sporty, casual, streetwear, whatever. And I feel like something about the sparkle in this tennis bracelet, I need it. I need it in my outfit. Okay, so there's that story. What is this? Oh, this is my mouse. So yeah, we're literally matching like our own aesthetics. So I think Micah's is gonna be like a pink and blue, and I'm doing this like sagey green thing. And then I also got us speakers, which we are going to need. So this old PC that I have, I've never been able to hear the audio really because I didn't have speakers hooked up to it. So I got these speakers, and I've seen a lot of gamers kind of have them in their little setup, or the girls do. And so I got this one. I'm not gonna open it, but they look like this, and they come in like black and stuff too. So there's that. All right. In my next box, what is this? Oh, this is for my desk. I found wood touch-up paint, and you don't have to use any other like tools. It's like a little paintbrush bristle, and it's made for black wood. So I definitely have some touching up to do, which I will do with you guys. So we're gonna do that later. And then I ordered, which I showed my members this, I ordered the navy trench coat, and it came in as a large. But in that photo the girl's wearing, I really liked her oversized fit, so I ordered it in an extra large, and I'm just gonna return whichever one obviously doesn't work out for me. So, but this was the combination here. This is not quite like That's not the same color though. I still think it's fine. I think once I have everything on together, I think it'll be fine. But I was kind of hoping to really color match. And this is like a brighter navy. This is more of like a muted navy that I like. So, and blue trench coats are not easy to come by. But let me just throw this on really quick. My shorts right up. I don't know why. See. Oh yeah. I definitely am gonna keep the extra large. So, all right, so that solves that. I can go ahead and put this one away in my closet. Okay, and then in the last box, I should have my keyboard, which I do. And I have all of my other fun keyboards too, which you guys have seen me haul from like Five Below. So I need probably some solid desk mats so that I don't have to like, you know, so that those can just like match to more than one keyboard. But look at this. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is a heavy keyboard. But doesn't it just look like matcha? Like, do you see the vision? That kind of like sitting over it with the green and then the little green mouse. Oh, I love how that sounds. So that was the whole point of like my gaming setup, is that we wanted like all of our cute little accessories to match, because that's how we see all the other gamers do it, and we really like that. Okay, then I got this e.l.f. It's like a brown buttery balm. It's in the color Java Chip. It just felt so fall, and I got it. Yeah, it's just a cute little brown. And you know what? It's like, I love seeing Summer Fridays and Laneige, and I do get that sometimes for me. I get it for like Micah. She loves all that stuff, but I can totally do e.l.f. I love that applicator, and so cheap. So much cheaper at least than the other ones. So I got that. And then I also got this for travel, since I was gonna obviously change to do like a more of a beigey black. So I got this because I thought it would look really, really good together when I travel. And obviously you see it says RX. So it'll have like, this is where I'll put like, you know, Tylenol, ibuprofen, and look how cute that is. So there's that, and that is my haul. So yeah, although now I am kind of like second guessing this one, but that's okay. And I eventually you guys will see the setup, but if you do want to become a part of the membership, I'm going to be doing this video on Tuesday. So, which should be out actually before you guys even see this video, because I have a lot of vlog footage, and so you aren't getting posted in real time, if that makes sense. So anyways, okay, that's my haul. I ordered pizza and it's coming, and I feel like this haul in itself was probably the entire video. Also, I started watching a new TV show. I really didn't think I was ever gonna watch the show, to be honest. One, I'm not a fan of like new TV shows. The most that I'll do is like Love Island kind of thing. But I recently just got into the Big Bang Theory, obsessed. And how frustrating does that have to be for somebody who like fell in love with Big Bang when it first came out, and you had to wait for your new seasons to come? I just discover it now, and I get to enjoy all 12 seasons and watch it and binge watch it, and I don't have to wait. So I feel pretty lucky for that. And anyways, I did get into Severance. And it's funny because I've heard about it. I'm like, no, like I don't want to watch that. And I started watching it. Oh my. Bizarre. The most bizarre. There were moments where I was just like, why are they raving like that at work with the disco lights and the melons? Like, what is happening? In the very last episode of season 1, I was screaming last night in the middle of the night. I was screaming. I also did not get sleep last night because I was up watching Severance. And I think I started season 2, episode 1, which has my mind like so messed up. I'm so confused about what's going on in season 2. But I was screaming for him to make it to his sister. If you know, you know. I cannot ruin it if you decide like you want to get into it. But basically, the gist of this TV show is that these people knowingly sign up to get their memories washed when they go to work. So they get to work and you're an innie and an outie. So your outie is like me right now. Like, I'm at home, I'm doing my everyday life. I have my memories of my entire life, of being a kid, growing up, whatever. Like, that your outie is the one that holds all of your memories of your actual real life. But then when you go to work, that's your innie, and your innie doesn't know anything about you. It doesn't know if you have a family. It doesn't know if you're married. It doesn't know anything. And every day it's like, oh my God, I was just here at work. I was just here at work, because it does not get to experience leaving work ever. So your outie shows up to work because you know, oh yeah, I'm about to go to work. My memories are about to be wiped. I'm not going to know whatever. And you get into the elevator, and the elevator is when that shift happens, and you see it, like, you hear the little like glitchy sound, and all of their memories are wiped, and you go to work. Now, with your work person, you do have your memories of what happens at work. So let's say you work for Severance for 3 years. You have all your memories of your work environment. You just don't know who you are outside of work, if that makes sense. And you don't know what you did over the weekend. Like, his outie called into work. And so, you know, whatever. Anyways, it has been the craziest TV show, which is directed by Ben Stiller. And I had no idea this man had a mind like that. I truly didn't. But I was screaming at him to make it to his sister, to tell her. And if you know, you know, because I was just like, I was feeling it too. I was like, she's not dead. She's not dead. And it's funny because as he was like on the clip where he's piecing the photo back and you knew it was of his wife, I was like, wait, who is it? Who have we seen that could, like, I was screaming. I'm telling you, like, I'm not a TV show, new modern age girl, but this show was very worth the watch. I do feel like it is a hard watch. I did find myself very interested in it, so I didn't lose interest in it, but I could see how somebody else could maybe lose interest in it because in the first couple of episodes, because it is kind of hard. But it's such a heavy show with so much information that it has to build everything. And it has to build the characters and all of these things. Also, side note, I knew there was a reason why they were not showing Helly's outie. I knew it. That's all I'm gonna say. She's the only one we haven't seen. What are they hiding? So, anyways, and then in season 2, she lied about what happened. I knew she would. I'm a little worried about Helly now, and that's all I'm gonna say. For the people who have watched it, you probably know what I'm talking about. So I don't want to ruin it for you in case I've just convinced you to watch this, because truly I would be robbing you of the experience if I told you any more than I already have. So anyways, I'm gonna get all of this stuff put up, And I'm gonna go ahead and take this to my car. Whenever I have returns, I do this thing where I immediately like take it into my car, or else I've noticed I can tend to forget, but I don't do that anymore. So this has got to go straight to my car. The other trench coat has got to go straight to my car. And yeah, so let me clean up my desk area, and then we're gonna put the other black desk mat down.